What up, YouTube? I am Dom Knight. This is Knight Talks, and we are back with another Reaction Wednesday for you. Know what I'm about to say? Before we get into the video, like and subscribe to the channel for more content, alright? Goal is 125 subs by September, alright? Goals besides my eyes will probably help me out. Alright, last week's reaction, we did a Kevin Samuels reaction. People seem to like it. Alright, I was actually going to do something else this week, but I finally got to catch up on some YouTube and I caught this and I was like, I gotta react to this one. This one's crazy, right? It is a Kevin reaction, but it's a Kevin interview. It's a little bit different than his normal stuff, but y'all gotta see this. This here, this is triggering, man. This is just like, So we're not gonna react to the whole thing because it's really long, but we're gonna react to the beginning part of it because that's where the meat of everything is. If you want to finish it, I will link it down below. All right, but let's get right into it. All right.
So do me a favor. Go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody. Let me know your name, age, any relevant data, and then after that, I want to hear the front part of the story that wasn't in the clip. So go ahead.
Hey y'all, I'm Blue Jasmine. I don't know if many of you know me. I've been doing skits. I've been like an online entertainer for like about 2 years already. And yeah, this clip happened at 8 at the table. Yeah. Hey y'all.
How old are you? How old
28.
are you? 28. So saw
28.
this. I saw the skit, but how did we get to the point to where? Tell everybody about the lead up, because in the first part you were saying that you guys had been together for how many years?
We were gonna be. It was like 4.5, 5 years.
All right. So from what I'm hearing, what I thought I heard is you kind of held him down, or you helped him get started in business, or something like that. Tell the beginning part of the story. Do that so everybody can get kind of caught up. I'll let you tell it.
So yeah, that was the part that didn't go viral, and that probably most of the people did not see. Obviously, when I first got with this person, they were already established. They already had the mentality to be where they were going. They already had been making 6 figures on the low end. They already had owned a couple spaces. They own like clubs and stuff in the city. So they already had these things. When I got with them, they had, entrepreneurs go through ups and downs. So they had went through their they're down in that moment when I first met the person. The first 2 years of my relationship with this person, I didn't get nothing. I got lunch and dinner and little shopping things here and there, like H&M, like nothing too crazy. But I was helping this person do the back end for no money. Like I wasn't getting paid, do the back end of their business. I got them an investment in which they didn't even have to pay back. It was more like of a barter. So they got the cash for then the person then just wanted to use the space. So they didn't even really have to put in work to pay back in cash, So I did all that. We were very close friends. And then our relationship came to we stayed friends. We talked every single day, and it dwindled down into like we weren't fucking no more. We weren't doing like those type of things anymore. And we were fine with it. And then eventually I started like talking to people, and he would talk to people, and we would tell each other like we were friends, So when he got me the apartment and the car, we were already friends, and we were already in a space where things weren't that for about 5 months. Probably it was about like 5 months when he got me that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this sounds crazy. This sounds wild to me, because what I'm hearing is a relationship where you and your let's give him a name. Call him Carl. Would that be all right?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. So you and Carl are together. Carl wasn't broke. He had a job. He had businesses. He had things going on. He may have been in a more of a valley point in his business, but he obviously wasn't broke and he wasn't homeless.
Right.
Y'all start dating, and you brought your skill sets to the relationship, kind of like everybody does. And you guys helped him And would it be fair to say did he help you in any way in any parts of your professional career?
Yes, for sure. I mean, uh, in regards to like my backstory, he was a positive, like one of the first positive people that I ever had in my life that kind of like pushed me forward, believed in me, like gave me like positive affirmation, that kind of vibe, and
Okay,
anything and everything that I want to do. Huh?
I'm listening. I think there's a slight delay, so I'm just waiting.
Uh, thing that I wanted to do, like in regards to my career, a lot of my skits were like shaking ass, and I used to like work on Instagram, like maybe 2, 3 years. He was like all for it, like whatever it was, like whatever makes you happy.
Okay,
So for
so
sure.
so he helped. So you guys helped each other in a relationship. You had connections and things like that. You did back office things, but where it seems to kind of go off the rails is the relationship. And now you're single. You have a child, right?
Yes.
Was it before this relationship or after? Or I mean, or during?
Yes, my child is a little grown. He's like grown.
Okay, all right. So you guys had your relationship, your boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever we want to call it. It went through the normal cycle, and then towards the end, the things you had done to help him started help his business increase or improve, as far as what I'm hearing you say. But you guys were friends, but you were living together still, right? Or were you not living together?
Never lived together. The topic of the show was, would you give your ex back a gift? So we never
Right,
lived
right.
together. He had his
So
own
how
separate,
so,
had
so
gotten a
how'd you get
place.
the upgrade? So as you guys were friends, and then he upgraded you to a loft and a Mercedes, right?
Well, the Benz came a little bit before the breakup, but the apartment and stuff. But he kept paying
Okay,
after, like, we're talking to
okay,
different people,
all
paying
right.
forward.
So I want to read something real quick because I thought I heard you say it. And this is kind of what I heard in the one of the clips. It said something. I'm not going to just move out of my space because we broke up. I'm not just going to give back my Mercedes because it didn't work out. If he had wanted them back, would you have? If he had wanted the car back, would you have given it back to him?
No, so I'm glad that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case with my situation. But if he wanted it, no, I would not have given it back. I would have been like, you have to wait till the lease term is up, and when that is up, then everything is over. But you gave
Was
this
it
to me
was the
as
car in it? Was the car was the lease in his name?
yes.
Uh, and same thing goes for the loft. If he had wanted the loft back, would you have given it up?
No.
Is the loft in his name?
Yes.
How would you have stopped that?
I was not gonna go anywhere. Like, period. I don't know. You're gonna have to figure it out. Obviously, this is the ugly side of me, and so I'm grateful that didn't happen between us. But
Well,
yeah,
I'm just saying legally. I mean,
All right. I wanted y'all to get the gist before I stopped and said anything. So in case y'all don't understand what's going on, this chick here, she's living in an apartment or a loft, whatever, and driving a car that belonged technically to her ex. I guess he gifted it to her, whatever. But she's saying here that she will not give these things back, or she wouldn't give them back. I guess he's not asking for them back. I guess he's still paying for it, whatever. But she was on a show where they had a discussion, would you give an ex back a gift? And so I guess she brought up this car and this living situation, and she said she wouldn't give it back even though they aren't dating. You'll see she's in a relationship with somebody else. But I will tell you this is entitlement at its finest. She's saying here that she would not give this stuff back if he asked for it, even though these items are in his name, and this isn't a teddy bear. This isn't a purse. This isn't something, that you just get to keep. Like, he shouldn't keep paying for your living situation if you guys aren't together. Like, your car, he shouldn't be paying for your car if you guys aren't together. So, but I'm not gonna pause this much. This truthfully, I may pause this one other time or so. I'm gonna cause I'll just put it like this. Kevin pretty much says everything I'm thinking, so I'm gonna just let y'all roll with this one. All right.
I'm not passing a judgment either way. I'm just kind of curious as to the mindset. It's like Because see, I often hear women say this kind of stuff after an engagement breaks up. They don't feel like they should give back the engagement ring.
No,
But legally, it's a gift given in the contemplation of a marriage. It's a conditional gift. Legally, you can't keep it. You're not legally required. So in your case, it sounds as though he didn't ask, but you're saying if he asked, you would have fought him for it.
of course.
Oh,
At
really?
least,
Oh, okay.
at least the first like 3 to 6 months. Um, I feel obviously he didn't fight for it, but if he was, I would have been like, no, you got to give me time. Like not from one day to the next, I'm gonna not have anything. You know what I mean? And
Well, I
people, a
guess
lot of people are saying,
what I'm saying is, if he just said, "Hey, I want this space back," and I want to be clear, you saying you wouldn't have given it up under any conditions, or you would have said, "I need 30, 60 days to move out."
I would have needed more than 60 days. He would have had to wait until I was well and able. But I feel like I would have been fair. And 3 months is expected, and I feel like 6 months
How is that
is
expected?
like really you're being
Expected by whom?
by me.
The
And I
queen.
feel like just a proper thing to do as a man of like high caliber. You know what I mean?
Well. So this is why I think where you get into some of the pushback, because I mean, you're saying that you guys are cool and this and that, but if you had the money or the resources to afford the apartment or the car and were able to put it in your name and your credit, then you could have gotten it. Because I heard what you say, he increased my lifestyle. And I heard the people say, yeah, but that was while you were together. But after you're together, I mean, you still want this elevated lifestyle, and it's now you are sounding entitled. Because if he'd have wanted it back, you said I wouldn't have given it back, and it would have been wrong for him to ask. I mean, let me reframe that. If he wanted to have sex with you, would you be wrong to say no after you broke up?
Would I be wrong? Would
Yeah,
I be wrong? No?
yeah.
Yeah,
If he
but
wa-
I didn't give him my pussy as a gift. I didn't say here's my pussy for
let's
doing
do
so
me a
much.
favor. Let's do me a favor. Let's keep the language kind of PG, okay?
I don't know how you want me to say, but I didn't have
Sex.
with gift. You know what I mean? It wasn't a gift.
But I'm not saying you
Where I
did.
felt
But
like
okay, hold up. I'm not saying you did. I'm just asking you to put yourself in another situation. You're saying that, that would have been the right thing to do. So I'm saying, well, let's flip the script. Let's change the positions. If he would have said, you know what? I wasn't used to having such good sex. You rocked my world. You changed everything about me. And until I can get somebody who's as good or better than you, it's only right that you allow me access to your body when I want it, at least for the next 6 months. How does that sound?
no, that's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. Okay.
Well, but see, but I need you to understand that's how so many people are hearing what you're saying.
No, I feel like it's different. Okay, ready? Like
Delusion at its
let's
finest.
say you and I were together, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were together for 5 years. And for them 5 years, I catered to you. Like whatever you needed, I assisted, I did errands, I helped, I did this, I did that. And yes, I focused on myself, but those things weren't building the revenue that would potentially pay for the things that you could afford, like my apartment, which is $4,000, and my car and my thing, which is $1,500. So total, that's $5,500 a month. And not to say that I'm not making that money, but I'm not making that money. You know what I mean? So I feel like from you should give me a period of 3 to 6 months to get my shit together, to get my little, whatever I can afford, be it a Hyundai or my little 1-bedroom apartment in the Bronx somewhere. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Whatever that is,
Okay.
that it should be ripped away from you.
Okay. So let me reframe what you just said. If
Okay.
you went to work for a company and you gave them 5 years, and in that 5 years, they benefited from your creativity, from your ingenuity, they increased their profits.
Mm-hmm.
All these things happen. You gave them your blood, sweat, and tears. And the employment terminated for any reason. You could not continue to expect to be paid for 6 months. You would cut off at the last day of your employment. You could not go back to that office. You could not use the computer. Listen. Okay, listen. I need you to listen. I need you to listen. I didn't cut you off. You couldn't use the company car, the company credit card. It would end, and you couldn't say, "Well, you guys owe me this because you made so much money." That's not how it works. It's over.
Okay.
Do you
So
accept that? Do you
speak.
accept that in the work
No,
world? First off, do you accept that in the work world? That's how it happens.
the reason I don't accept what you're saying is
In the
because
work world,
unemployment.
Not
So
the same
because
unemployment
thing.
is not paid by unemployment is not paid. First off, unemployment is not your full salary, and it's paid
okay,
through the state, and you have to qualify. If you get terminated for cause, you don't get unemployment.
it's a grace period. If you lose something, you have a grace
If you
period.
get terminated for cause, you don't get unemployment.
I'm
Meaning
sorry.
if you were a delinquent employee, if something was wrong, you don't get unemployment. I worked in corporate America. I was a manager and a vice president. I went and studied. I worked closely with HR. Everyone does not get unemployment. You
So
have to listen, you have to work for a certain amount of time to qualify for a certain amount of unemployment, but it's a fraction of what you get. But the bottom line is not even about unemployment. The point is you're still getting the same benefit as if you were in an active relationship when it's over. So when I asked if he could actively have sex with you, that would be ridiculous. If it would be no more ridiculous than someone expecting to get full benefit of a company when they've been terminated or where they quit.
Pause that there. Crushed. There. How do you even respond to that if you're her? He just put that in a way. I thought about this while I was listening to it. I was coming up with a lot of these analogies he's using to describe the situation. Her reasoning is so ridiculous. She's just selfish. She don't want to give up this stuff. And she's trying to pin it on him because you put me in this lifestyle. Now you owe me, even though we're done. What kind of, excuse my language, what kind of bullshit is that? Come on now. I can't expect somebody to keep giving me something when our relationship is over. Come on now. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. The delusion, man. The delusion. And this guy done spoiled her freaking rotten where she thinks this is okay. She thinks this kind of behavior is okay, and she's got a son. And she knows damn well she wouldn't want her son to do this for no girl he's not actually in a relationship with. But let's continue.
May I speak now?
Go ahead.
Hello.
I'm here.
I was no longer getting full benefit. It was just partial, the home and the car. I was not getting my hair, my nails, my trips, my shopping, my whole entire life anymore. It was just whatever left of it that I had because, that was what I was stuck with, the home and the car.
And also for those who don't, I want to be clear. You were in another relationship while this is going on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is why you're getting the pushback that you're entitled for him to give you a grace period or get on your feet when you're with another man. And this previous man does not have access to you even partially. Does he have partial sexual access to you? If you have partial benefit? Okay. So this is why you're getting the pushback.
Okay, but my whole thing about it was we were friends for just, let's say for them 5 months, right? Where we were established friends and he was talking to other people and I was chatting with other people and he was still paying like if it was fine.
But how long did he say he was going to pay? When all this started, how long did he say he was going to pay?
He does. I mean, he doesn't have a problem paying it.
No, but so what I'm saying is when you were friends, before you started really kicking with anybody else, how long did he say, I'll put you in this apartment, in this car?
This dude's a simp.
It was never really talked about. It was just like, here.
Do you ever expect it to end?
At that point, when I first got it, no, I didn't. I didn't think about that part.
Okay, so
let
me go ahead and be a little ridiculous there. You guys were together 4 or 5 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't think so. You thought what you're saying is this could have gone on for 20 years.
So I just thought as long, like, I helped him continuously with business call, like if he had business questions or business call, I just thought that as long as I was there to assist him in those type of things and things were going well for him and et cetera, that it would just
Ain't no
be
way
what
her
it was.
services
Like,
is worth no
Well, if
5,500.
that's the case, man, but whatever business you were helping him with, was it mission critical to the organization to mean if you didn't do it, the business was going to fail?
That I didn't say that again.
Was whatever you were helping him with so critical to where if you did not do it, the business would fail?
No, not at all.
All right. So thank you. So whatever
Like I
you
said,
were doing,
not worth
nice as it
5,500.
wasn't critical to the success of the business. So listen. How it's coming across is I'm doing something to get this benefit and you're not. You're getting a benefit from a relationship that was over. And even though you were friends, you were expecting to go into perpetuity, no end in sight. And if he came to you and said it ends, you would have fought him for it. And you say about being friends. How is that a friend?
Well, I just feel like until the lease term is up, like now the lease term is up next month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be putting it in my name. The lease for my car is up soon. So I'm going to go get a new car. But
Soon meaning how soon? Soon meaning how soon? How soon?
Like for with the apartment is next month. The car I got 19 and it was like a 3-year lease. So soon.
So another year and a half?
Yes, or another year, I think.
Okay. And you currently have a man, and what I heard is you currently had a boyfriend and he's all right with this. And what I think I heard you say was,
no, I have a man. I mean, he's not really okay with it.
He should not be okay with this.
He said that
this guy, I would not get involved with this woman with this kind of situation going on.
We got this grace period.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So,
you know what,
ma'am,
we're gonna cut that there. This woman, whoo, this woman had me tight just because the entitlement. If the dude's fine with doing it, whatever. I mean, I ain't got no problem with her milking it. Milk it up, especially if he got no problem doing it. Cool, that's whatever. Hey, take it. But the entitlement, as if she just was like, if he said he needs it back, I'm not giving it to him. Your services ain't worth no $5,500 a month, and you got a whole nother boyfriend. And this dude's cool with living in this place, this dude's paying for it and all that, I'd be like, F that. Ain't no way I'd be cool with that. Because ain't no man typically, because this guy's a simp. This guy who's paying for this crap, he is a simp to the max. And her boyfriend, he ain't no real dude. Because ain't no real dude be cool with his girl doing this. I'm telling you, no. Because I'm thinking any normal guy is gonna want something in return for some $5,500, because for $5,500 he could do a whole lot and get a way better looking chick than this monthly. I'm just saying. But I am Dom Knight. This is Knight Talks. All right, that has been your video. That has been my reaction. Okay, I'm gonna link the rest of that down low so you guys can see it if you want. Now, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content. All right, throw the socials right there for you, and we'll be back on Friday with some advice, and I still got that bonus coming for you. All right, peace.